Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to today's Sit Down with Alexandra Murray of the Moya Foundation. My name is Guinevere Crum, Senior Vice President at the Able Trust, and very pleased to have this opportunity to touch on how the Able Trust is supporting capacity building with the Catch a Fire platform across Florida to strengthen the work of organizations making an impact for Floridians with disabilities. One of the new partners that the Able Trust has supported on Catch a Fire this past year has been the Moya Foundation. So to kick things off, Alexandra, could you introduce the Moya Foundation and what you do there for anyone that hasn't yet had the opportunity to learn about your organization's impact in the Miami community?
Definitely. Thank you so much, Guinevere. So my name is Alexandra Murray. I am the program coordinator for the Moya Foundation. For those of you that don't know us, we are employment providers in the Miami-Dade area for young adults with unique abilities. When I say unique abilities, I'm talking about developmental disabilities ranging from autism to LD, IND, and Down syndrome. Our main requirement is that we're looking for young adults who are willing to work, willing to get up every day and try to make something for themselves. The coolest part about my job is that I get to see how these young adults can really transform any office culture, whether that's still in person or in a virtual setting. We have a very unique model at the Moya Foundation. So we start by recruiting employment partners, so community partners that are willing to hear us out and hopefully hire one or more of our guys. And then we do something called job carving, where we go in and we fill out, the tasks and responsibilities that would be needed from the employee. And then from there, we provide tremendous ongoing support in the form of job coaching, on-site coaching, virtual coaching. We have an incredible mental health counselor that offers counseling sessions. And we have a very interactive online platform that offers about 15 classes a week for any of our young adults that are interested. And now we have over 50 employer partners ranging from major engineering firms to law firms to schools. And we have about over 40 young adults employed in the area.
Wonderful. Wow. So that is a lot of programs and services, and definitely there's lots of opportunity to strengthen what you're doing and to do more of what you're doing, all that important work. Could you share a little bit about how you got started on the Catch a Fire platform? What was it like to sign up, get started? Maybe what was your first project?
Definitely. So the main point for starting with Catch a Fire is designating what types of projects are really going to help your team to be able to allow your employees to continue with the responsibilities they need and get that additional support. So I kind of got thrown into the platform, and at that time, like I said, we had expanded our online presence. So I was doing a lot of coaching online, and I was able to determine that we had some young adults with some interesting talents that I wouldn't normally get to see in the workplace setting. So I worked with two amazing young men, both of whom have autism, and we were able to put together a children's book over Zoom. And at that time, I was just an employment specialist, and I had no clue about publishing or any of the logistics behind putting out a book. So I figured that would be the best first project to go with. So I went ahead and posted a flexible marketing strategy project to try to get some help with branding and marketing the book to get it out there. From there, I received 2 applicants for the project, and I interviewed both of them and went with my second interviewee. And at the time that I was talking to her to confirm the project, I actually ironically found out that she was going to be in Miami the next weekend. So we were able to coordinate a meeting for lunch. And from there, we shared everything with each other, and we were able to designate how we wanted to meet. And the Catch a Fire platform, basically, they recommend about 4 weeks for these projects, but it's very customizable. So we chose to go through Zoom. We met once a week on Zoom. We shared back and forth. We reached out to the resources that we had and bring all the information back together. And through that time, I was able to create sort of a process sheet with everything, all the steps that we were taking, so that I could use that process sheet in the future for projects that were alike to that one. And then by the end of our 4 weeks, the book was actually published on Amazon, because we determined that that would be the best route to go. So I wrapped up my session with our volunteer by sending her an author copy and a thank you note from both of the young men. Very cool experience. I had a great time working with her and working with my team and bringing everybody together. And the platform was very seamless to use and very user friendly. And you, along the course of your projects, you get the notifications in your email, and it was a very smooth process for us overall. And I highly recommend the platform for anybody looking to get that additional support.
Wow, that's really exciting. Yes, publishing a book is very specialized skills and definitely a great time to tap into some additional support. Wow. And is this a part of a series that you all are planning?
Well, everybody's asking because everybody loves the first copy. So we are actually working on a series for this book, and we're also working on additional projects and apparel projects. So it really opened the door for all of these creative initiatives to sort of get started and get out there.
That's just really exciting. You definitely are the first organization that I've heard about really coming up with a product and item to put out there about their organization that is for sale, and really supporting these young men in their first authorship, and really new growth for you personally and for the Moya Foundation. That's really cool. Do you have any other tips for other folks about managing a project on Catch a Fire? What is that interview process? You said you had 2 people that applied. What is that exactly?
So Catch a Fire sends you the notifications through your email as soon as you get applicants. And then you go in and you set up your interview with them, and it's done through the phone. So you'll get a phone call from the platform, and it will ask you if you're ready to accept. And it would operate like any other interview you would do for somebody coming on to work with your team or volunteer for your team. And as far as the projects and tips, I mean, the opportunities are really endless. So anything, even if you think it's far out, definitely try to figure out a way to compact it and get it up there as a project, because you'll really be surprised with the people that bite and the experience that they have.
Right. Well, what projects are coming up next for Moya Foundation? Do you have anything in the horizon?
Definitely. So what we're working on right now is recruiting a volunteer to do an audit of our CRM database, because we're definitely expanding by the second, and we want to make sure that our database is up to par. So we are in the interview process right now for that. And then as far as the future, we're looking to get some coaches to participate in some professional development for my colleagues and myself.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alexandra, for your time today. I am going to provide the link to the book that you spoke of in the About section on this video, so everyone can look for that there. I am following Moya Foundation online and your growth as an organization, and I am so excited about the year ahead. Thank you again for sharing with us today, and to everyone that's tuning in.
Thank you so much, Guinevere, and a very special thank you to the Able Trust for having us.
You're welcome. Our pleasure. Take care.